without further ado, man, we're gonna go on and get straight to it. Today's special guest on the platform, man, we got Hub Corleone in the building. What's going on, man?
What's the deal, man?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Blessing to have you, pleasure to have you, bro. Taking time out your schedule to come pull up on us, man.
Happy to be here, man.
For sure, man. If you can, just to start off, let us know who you got with us, man.
All right, this RIT Guap, this my cousin.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
my
sir.
cousin and shit. So, we just getting into the game for real.
For sure. And I like we was talking about before, the camera got rolling. I actually saw a new video, if I am mistaken, a recent video that y'all dropped that we ended up promoting on the platform, featuring Guap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's been the so far the year, man, 2024, man? What's been the mindset? What's been the thoughts coming into the year?
Man, coming into the year, I just been focused, really paying attention, doing my homework with the music game for real, understanding what I gotta do, trying to get an identity for real. I just started rapping it's been like 3 years, so
Sure.
I've been trying to get an identity in where I'm gonna go with this thing, but it's time to drop though.
For sure. So far, man, everybody had a New Year's resolutions coming into the year. From your position and where you stand at right now, would you say that you've been accomplishing some of those goals that you set forth coming into the year?
No, not yet. But we working on it, you feel me? So I'm getting into that mindset now. Ramadan coming up, so I really been trying to, get focused and really put my foot down.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that's a hell of a segue. Like when I hear stuff like that, I can't help but to bring that out.
Yeah.
So you Muslim?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
me and Cuddy, we both Muslims. So,
okay. Yes, sir. What, if I may, like, what was like the thing that drew y'all to Islam? Is it something that's just like a family thing, or was it something that y'all developed just through y'all journey in life?
Well, I grew up around a bunch of religions. Like one of my grandmas was Jehovah's Witness, the other grandma was a Baptist, my mom was a Christian, and my father was a Muslim. I grew up in so many religions. I had to just do my research on all of them for real.
Sure.
And it took me to understanding one religion to go to the other one. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about one religion, and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like what got me to my higher place was Islam, man, and that's what I've been rocking with. Really since I was a kid, I really already kind of knew.
Damn.
For real.
That's dope, man. And like looking at the climate, bro, like you got like Rollo been on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as of recently, and Kevin Gates been on that too, but he just kind of been more vocal, you know what I mean, about it. And then Dirt, you know what I mean? You got Dirt that's kind of been,
he done converted this whole hood.
Yeah, man, which is powerful, bro.
No, that's
like
powerful.
when you really think about it, when you think about young guys coming from the trenches, you feel me? Really being in the mud, really being in that shit, and kind of, as you grow, just kind of understanding, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta pivot in life, you know what I mean, and start being,
That's what productive. I was on when I had came back from out of town. I was staying in Atlanta for a minute. I came back. I did some, I was down there studying with some of the brothers down there. And when I came back, man, I was trying to get everybody, some game on it. Like,
no doubt.
Giving all my family members the game on it.
No doubt.
Converted me.
Straight up. Straight up.
No faking. No faking. Like I said, I always been on that ever since high school. I kind of used to be, I don't want to say shy. I don't know if it was embarrassed either, but sometimes I just didn't want to show that side of me yet.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But I was always on that in high school. I mentioned it, the people that was close to me knew what it was. But I just, I shied away from it. I didn't want everybody to know who I really was. You know what I'm saying? But I'm embracing it. When I got grown, I'm embracing who I am.
No doubt.
So that's what I've been on.
100%, man. Well, if we can, let's actually go back into the roots and the origins, man. Like I always say, it's one thing to be an artist, but in order for people to really connect to your music and really understand where you coming from, it's imperative that they understand your journey.
Yeah.
You know, some of the things that you've been through. You feel me? For you to sit here as the man that you is today. You feel me? So if you can, tell us where you from, man, and like what was your upbringing like? You feel me, in the city?
I was born in Brayma, raised on Joy Road. And I grew up around the DLA area, all around there. So I really been all over the city for real, for real. You know, I got people everywhere, but you know, coming up as a shorty, man, I was hooping. You know, I used to hoop a lot, for real, for real. So I was into basketball. I kind of stayed out of trouble, but I had friends everywhere. I had the friends that was on this type of time, and I had the friends that was on this type of time. So, you know, high vibration friends and low vibration friends.
No doubt.
So, you know, I grew up, my mama was on one thing, my pops was on the other thing. So I had the best of both worlds.
So it seemed like you always had this, you feel me, like dynamic. You feel me, within yourself. Would you say that kind of make you like easily to maneuver in like different crowds and different, like just the fact that you can be around these people and understand where they coming from genuinely?
No, definitely.
Not just being there and you know how some people, even if you not a street guy, you come around the street guys trying to act like you understand and play a role, but you don't.
Right. No.
And vice versa, motherfucker trying to act like you smart and you really don't know shit.
That's a fact. Like, man, I could talk to professors, I could talk to pastors, I could talk to the killers, the gorillas, the street niggas, all of that. You feel me? Because I know about it. You know what I'm saying? So talking to street dudes, you know, that's where my lineage at. You feel me? Most of my family members, you know, I ain't gonna get into too much, but most of my family members come from the streets and everything. So
definitely.
And I was around a bunch of stuff, but I tried to do better in life, man. And that's where a lot of my music come from, giving free game about the streets, understanding like where my people came from and where you know I kind of came from too. You feel me? So that's where I be on.
Without of course, without elaborating, as a youngin, what was like some of them experiences that maybe you saw or experienced that kind of made you, you know, understand that your lineage and, you know what I mean, your people's was cut a little different?
Well, not going into all detail, but my pops, he ain't had nothing from me. Like, you know, I was his little right hand man's for real, for real. He ain't had nothing from me. I don't know if that was too safe, but but he ain't had nothing from me. Like, you know, giving me a game and having firsthand about the streets and seeing it firsthand made me want to stay out of the streets. You feel me? You know, pops did a fair bit, and man, it made me like want to do something different. So I tried to go in a different direction. You feel me? So being firsthand on that, that's when I understand. Damn, streets, man. I grew up when they had the little cliques going on and stuff like that. So everybody was tripping around them times. So man, I seen it all for real, for real. Seen it all.
And when pops end up sitting down, you feel me, like mentally, what did that do for you? Because, you know, like when a person got their pops in their life, you feel me, and then that separation take place, it's kind of like a void. You know what I mean? It's a real void there. You know what I mean? How was you able to navigate, and what was your, you know, thought process going through that?
I went from being with my pops every day to not seeing my pops for like 7 years. So it was a transition. Like as a kid, you know, I was angry a lot. I was fighting. I was getting suspended, getting in trouble in school a lot. A lot of people didn't even understand. My pops wasn't around. I just wasn't feeling it. No, them days. You feel me? Yeah. So I was just angry. You know, moms had to get me under control, so she had to stand up and get a little more aggressive with me. You feel me? So she could tame me a little bit better. You know, so man, it was kind of tough. You feel me? But you know, when pops came back home, I was happy, man. You know, we've been rolling ever since, but that was a tough time, for real, for real.
No doubt. You know? And just hearing what you said, like, you know what I mean? Because just for me to gauge the timing, when you said, like, growing up, you feel me? I'm assuming, like, high school, you said it was like
it was like, I want to say from 7 to, like, 13 type. Turning 13. And, man, that was tough. You know, them ages, you be like, what's, you know, trying to figure stuff out. Yeah. This was right before high school, you know what I'm saying? Well, middle school. I was just trying to figure it out, man. I was with my pops every day. I'm like, oh, what's going on or whatever, right? But it helped me to be a man, though, that I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Most
so it wasn't a good thing, but it's a blessing that I, came out the way I did. You feel me?
For sure.
Especially for my little shorty now. It's like, I got a kid. I got a son now.
No doubt.
So I know what to do with him. You feel me?
No doubt. Just to on a specific end, when you say this was around the time it was a lot of cliques going on.
Oh yeah.
If you can, like, what time of Detroit history was you feel me, old enough and aware? Like, what was some of these cliques that you remember and seeing forming?
Man, all the little I ain't gonna say all the names or whatever, but all the little three letter cliques, man, it was crazy around that time. Everybody was tripping. I had cousins everywhere. Everybody was in everything. Everybody was fighting and jumping. This before everybody got sticks for real. Like this before the sticks came. You know what I'm saying? And but this was before then. Everybody was fighting and jumping each other. And,
What school did you go to?
I went to Cass. On the high school tip. Middle school tip, I went to Hope Academy.
Okay.
In a school called Bates. So both Bates and Cass, there's some good schools, better schools in Detroit.
But people still be on what they be on.
Yeah,
though,
they be on what they be on. Like you come out of school, Bates right by 7 miles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was catching the bus, so. Man, I seen everything on them bus rides. I ain't gonna lie, like people was tripping on the bus rides up the street from Mumford.
Straight up,
man, middle school.
When you look back, like reflecting back on those times and kind of like seeing where, things are. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, without saying any names, do you see any of those groups or cliques like still like? I don't want to say keeping the bullshit going because they own what they own for whatever reasons that they is on.
I think people got older.
Okay.
I'm thinking people got older. A lot of it, it's a new wave now. These younger dudes on something different.
So you ain't right. So you ain't speaking about this generation. These other
It's some whole nother stuff. This, I guess, my generation was what birthed the next generation, and this generation got sticks now. So it's a whole different ball game now. You feel me? But I be trying to encourage the young niggas to do better, man. For real. Man, for real, these young niggas be tripping.
Man, it's great. What you think the reason for that is?
Why people shooting people so much?
Yeah, like why? Yeah, why?
The government made guns accessible. Like, it's easy to get a stick now. It's like back then it wasn't as easy. Now it's just guns everywhere. You can go get a gun anyway. Go in the sporting goods store and just go get a gun now. So sticks more accessible, man. And the music too.
Yeah.
The music too. I mean, I know we had that drill era with Chicago or whatever, but now it's just on a whole nother wave now. Like everybody talking about Glocks, switches, and everything now. So that's what they own. That's what they own. But we need to do better as a community for real.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was kicking it with somebody, right?
Yeah.
And this individual, like I know he'll fight. You feel me? Like I know he'll squabble. Like I know he'll do all of that, right?
Right.
But living in the times that we live in now, it kind of bred a mentality where it's like, bro, I'm not about to fight these little niggas. So you know what I'm talking about.
These niggas tripping nowadays.
Do you share that same thought? Like where like I would fight, but like I'm not about to like.
Yeah, because these little they not thinking fighting. Ain't nobody trying to fight no more, man. Everybody mindset, no, I gotta shoot this person. I gotta shoot this person. Man, I hate it. We gotta try to bring back the love, but this shit crazy, man. Niggas wild and you gotta stand on guard. You feel me?
For sure. Now I heard you say that you really start taking music serious in like 21, right?
2021, yeah.
2021, you began to take music serious.
End of 2021, yeah.
Okay, and my question to you would be, did you always have a musical passion? Like, is it anything that you can trace this back to, your love for music?
I was always a historian for music. You feel me? My parents kind of older. No offense to y'all know, but my parents a little older, so I was always a historian. Pops was playing Pac a lot. Jay-Z and all of them dudes, man. So I always love hip hop, R&B too. You feel me? So I always had a love for music. I wrote poetry though. You feel me? Like I respected the Pac era when he was like really on the poetry type thing. So even though he died before I was born, but I respected it. So I was into the poetry.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And like even with you saying that, bro, like like by you saying that he died before
I was born.
Before you was born, yeah, it kind of let me know a little bit where you at, right?
Yeah.
So for you to even refer back to Pac, I would only assume, you feel me, that even with you being young, you feel me, you still got some real substance.
Oh, for sure.
You feel me in your music.
Definitely.
How would you describe your sound and you know what I mean, like your sound, your style, etc.?
My style, my thing is to bring the real back. So I'm just trying to keep it as real as possible, authentic as possible. If I'm talking about something, I'd have seen it, did it, or been around it or something like that. So I'm trying to get them. And most of the people that have been in my communities, I know they seen it too. So I'm really trying to get them that feeling of that real stuff. Even when I'm on hype beats, I'm talking real. I'm giving out game. You feel me? So listen to the Pac. That's kind of what direction I wanted to go in, giving out that game to people, letting people know, like, I'm here too. I feel you. We could do better for real, for real.
100. Would you fall into like more like the Detroit sound or like I don't want to say auto tune, but like the Dirk sound or like what kind of sound do you got?
I'm versatile, but I'm for sure more on the Detroit sound. Like I consider myself like a Detroit conscious rapper type, not Detroit conscious rapper. I don't want to say Detroit.
No, but that's hard though. I know exactly what you're saying. Like kind of like on the 1UP side.
On the 1UP on that type of time.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But I use, like, people don't even know. Now this free game. I use certain words from the trenches so people can hear me better. Like when I first started rapping, one of my cousins was like, "Nigga, them words too big, bro. I don't even understand what you talking about, bro." Like, so I might cuss a lot.
For sure.
I might use certain words that the trenches understand, but I know y'all can hear me when I use them type of words.
Absolutely.
But in real life, I'm really talking like it's real substance there. So,
and that's real important though, because like even with Pac, you know what I mean, he had that balance, but it was that gorilla, you know what I'm saying, that was in him, that
even
the
way he flipped thug life, like,
feel me?
I'm like, that was crazy. Like
Type
even the
shit.
flipping thug life, like that's kind of what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we come from this, but we can do better. We can make a negative into a positive type situation. You feel me?
No
so that's
doubt.
what I'm trying to do with the music. And the generation under us, I really want them to, hear me. Like, let's get this together. You feel me? I got nephews and stuff.
And if I can, I just want to ask Guapo a question, man. Like, and y'all related, this your cousin, right?
Yeah,
when you look at your cousin, because before we talked and you saying like you been on the music tip, you feel me? But when you look at your cousin getting into the game in 2021 and seeing where he at right now, like what's your thoughts of his progression, and just what do you see in him that the people should see in him?
I ain't gonna lie, like me personally, I'm proud of Cuddy, like 100%. Like this nigga inspired me. Like he did some shit in 3 years that I've been doing in my, you feel me?
Sure.
Like he got on this and showed me like, shit, nigga, you talented, but this shit really about work ethic too. Feel me? If you got both, it's no, like the sky is not the limit. You can go anywhere you want to.
No, that's a fact.
So it's on some shit like he still like what people don't understand about Cuddy is he just started off. So it's like he got so much shit he ain't even show. Like
Real
I get to, I done heard this shit. Like I'll be like, bro, you feel me? This shit right here really that, but he ain't put all this shit out. I done had time to like give people the shit I'm not really that sure about. But once he put that and he get his whole
I got hundreds of songs put up, man. Like the way we started, like on the rapping thing, we instantly bought a studio. Like, and we gonna cut the cost of that. Let's buy a studio. Cuddy already knew how to engineer. You feel me? So I'm like, man, let's buy the studio. My other cousin bought a studio first. and I followed behind them. So we had 2 studios rocking. We were just going. So I got hundreds of songs put up.
And that workflow got to be good. Like, you know, knowing how it is in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
You go book a session, right?
Right.
You on a time limit. Number one, you feel me? Number two, you may be in the room with some people that you ain't even comfortable with.
No,
for real.
Especially talking the way I want to talk.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So now you in the booth, second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
Cause you thinking about what you know what I mean.
Yeah.
How easy is it for you to have your own shit? Like,
man,
you know what I mean?
Wake up in the morning, start on a couple songs. Then you can wake up the next morning and finish them. Like, you feel me? Have your thought process all the way out. You might want to wake up in the morning before you eat breakfast. You writing out a song. No, I want to say this better. I want to do this better. Man, you get right to it. The studio right next to me.
So
I could damn near sit on the couch and get on. You feel me? And we bought the best equipment. Like, I think that mic was like $600, $700 or something like that. So MacBook computer, all of that, styrofoam around it. So we got a good little home set up. So yeah.
And for the, you know, just to know and give insight, what is your recording process like? Do you punch? Do you write? How do you go about it?
Man, I do a little bit of all of it for real. But me personally, my best music is when I sit down and think it out. Cause the type of person I am, I'm trying to get deep. I want y'all to hear it. I'm trying to get y'all an insight on my life. So when I sit down and think it out, I write. You know what I'm saying? But me punching, I had a couple songs I call, you know, freestyles or whatever. They was hard too, but I was talking a little more like I was back on my bullshit type shit. Like I was
spicy
talking
on
spice talk.
Straight up.
You feel me on that type of time?
Straight up.
Yeah, so yeah.
And so just to talk about these projects that you dropped, you know what I mean? Your first 2 projects, entitled 1118.
Yeah, 1118.
Yeah,
man,
explain that if you can.
My first 2 projects, man, I called them 1118 because man, it's funny, like when I got in the rap game and started rapping, it was a lot of stuff going on. I lost a lot of people. I was losing people left and right because that's right before I got the rapping after the COVID, but it was right after the COVID. So man, I lost like 3 people. I lost in 1 month, you feel me? My uncle, my grandma, my auntie, you feel me? Then a year after that, I lost my twins. You know, kind of weird, you know, messing with them hospitals and stuff. I ain't gonna go into details, but 1118 is when I lost my twins. So that's when I dedicated them tapes after them, you know, so people could just hear my pain and my frustration with, you know, certain family members, deaths, everything. I wanted people to feel what I was going through. I don't necessarily know that them tapes might have been before my time or before their time. You feel me? Them type of tapes is the tapes you drop after you popping. You feel me?
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It was so personal. You know, only if you a fan, you would probably understand where I was coming from. But
no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was real personal. So that's where I got 1118 from. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going into another stage of my life. I'm gonna try to make it more in general music instead of so personal. You feel me?
No, but you know what though? Like, even with that personal music, man, that's what we call lifetime music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it may be people, like, even for you to, you know, explain that lightly. You know, I'm trying to get to the point now, like with the platform, and of course, I respect people's boundaries, but I'm trying to get to the point where, like in Detroit, we got this thing where we don't speak on a lot of shit. It's just a Detroit thing. Like, when I look at platforms in goddamn Chicago, I look at platforms in, you know, in different places, like, hypothetically speaking, it could be a person who 20 years ago, from Detroit, 20 years ago, he got locked up for X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You know what I mean? And let's say we interview him, and he'll still be like, you know, we ain't gonna speak on this. Like, bro, dog dead, this person gone, this, you get what I'm saying? But that's our code. But the only reason why, you know what I mean, especially in situations like you talk about, I try to encourage people because it's somebody watching. It's somebody watching that may be experienced or went through the same thing. And it may be a certain degree of strength. You feel me? That, you know what I mean? Or tools that you learn throughout the process that may be able to help somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
Fact.
However, we still gonna move past it, but I just had to, you know what I mean?
I feel you on that. Music therapy to me. So I be putting music out. I talk about my life and my day or however my day going, because I be wanting to hear that and make me feel better because I know I'm getting it out or I'm hearing myself talk about it. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So it's really therapy. It helped calm me down. Even when I was going through all of that, I wouldn't even say, man, it was a part of depression, you know, because there was so much going on or whatever. But, you know, I was listening to Ride Wave heavy. You know, Ride Wave didn't make me want to go whack myself or nothing like that.
No doubt, because some people say he give them that vibe. Them vibes.
Yeah, Ride Wave.
I'm listening to Ride Wave. He talking about, I'm finna jump off the top.
I was like,
man, no, for real.
But I felt, man, me listening to Ride Wave, it was inspirational. I'm hearing this man, you know, pour his heart out on the song. You feel me? First of all, a lot of black men don't like talk about nothing and they feelings of the nature. So I'm hearing Ride Wave, and I'm like, damn, man, that's real. He making me think about people that passed away years ago and all of that. But that made me, I don't know, that gave me a little another type of feeling though. You know what I'm saying? Like people need to hear this.
No doubt,
you know
no doubt.
I was one of them. You feel me? So.
And so, like, even you know, in terms of the music, you know what I mean? Obviously, if a person know and been paying attention to, you know what I mean, your projects, your music, you and Cuddy, you feel me? Like, y'all always locked in. Like, are y'all a group? You feel me? Like, what's the dynamics of y'all, you know what I mean, musically together?
Well, me and I mean, it's a family affair. So you feel me? So, bro, we locked in. So we got like if I got hundreds of songs put up, I got hundreds of songs put up with him too.
Most definitely.
So we both on the same goal. We both trying to climb to the top. So why not help each other? We both family. We both want the same. We love the same people, man. Let's do it together. So yeah. So to answer your question, one part of our artistry is a group, and then we do got our individual stuff too, though. So yeah, we a group in, we a solo act too at the same time.
They want to sign us as a group. I ain't got no problem with it.
Hey, come on, man. I don't care how y'all want to spin it. It is what it is.
No, for real. Do y'all have like any projects together planned like this year, or like how y'all plan?
We coming out with a deluxe.
Okay.
We got a deluxe coming out. So a deluxe of the tape we already got. So that be tuned, stay tuned to that. You feel me?
For sure. One of the key things with artistry, bro, is like what makes your sound is the ad libs. You feel me? Catchphrases and things like that. I'm aware of a couple, you know what I mean? But if you can, like, just talk about yours that make you different and some of the things that you say in your music.
I got 3 of them for real. That I always say. You gonna probably always hear me say free Rambo. I'm gonna say that to my baby out of them gates. You know what I'm saying? So that's my other cousin, man. I got a big family, so both sides for real. But yeah, that's my other cousin. You know, that was my daughter. That's my big cousin. You know, he showed me a lot growing up and stuff like that. Made sure I was always straight. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out cousin. And when I get this thing rolling, I'm gonna have that free Rambo tape too. That's gonna be that one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting till they gotta know me a little bit better. But y'all gonna hear free Rambo. And I gotta bring the real back too. Like when I say bring the real back, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. So that's what I'm pushing. That's my agenda, is bring the real back. And I say solid to the grave too. That's another agenda. Like I feel like if you feel like you want a solid individual, you're gonna feel my music, because that's what I stand on, my principles, being loyal, you know, loving, loyalty, loyal, loving person, solid individual, and that's what I stand on throughout my whole life. That's what I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So solid to the grave too. You're gonna hear that too.
Most definitely. Yeah. With you having them, you know, having them Islamic roots, like, do you drop any like Islamic language in your music? Is that a plan? Like
yeah, that's a plan.
Plan on finessing that?
That's a plan. My Arabic ain't that strong. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Cuddy didn't pass me up on the Arabic, learning it. He been into the getting into different languages and stuff. He trying to learn Spanish too.
That's hard.
So But yeah, that's in the future.
No
We got some stuff coming on that too. I'm trying to get y'all ears first, and then after that, we gonna start dropping that knowledge on them too. You know what I'm saying?
No
So
doubt.
that's coming too.
Who are some of the artists, you feel me, that you look at, you know what I mean, that you would love to work with, love to collaborate with?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple artists that I be rocking with. Of course, Lil Durk. You know, all the Ox. I mess with all the Ox, so I ain't gonna lie. Like Lil Durk, you know, Kevin Gates, all of them. You know, all of them. But city wise, man, I like what everybody doing in this city, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm rocking with everybody right now. So, you know, if y'all work ethic like mine, or even if y'all, you know, going hard, and I respect it, I'll do a song with you for real, for real. So I'm rocking with everybody. I listen to everybody's music.
And like even speaking of that though too, like somebody that's leading the way, you know what I mean, on the Islam tip in the city, man, Vezo. You know what I mean? You know.
One thing, I gotta get this out. I ain't gonna lie, Vez. I ain't gonna lie, the industry that got your sound, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And people ain't talking about it enough. I ain't gonna lie. People got Vez sound right now. All I hear is Vez type beats, is cadence on the song. Vez going hard. I ain't gonna lie. I respect Vezo. You know, and he a businessman. That's what I stand on too, on the business tip. So
real talk.
I respect to the Ock for real.
Real
you know
talk.
What I'm saying? He going hard.
Who's some of them go-to producers, man, that you've been rocking with now, or that you want to work with?
You know, of course, I want to work with hell of of course. Man, it's a lot of them, man. MIAJC. You know, I found a couple of his beats. My first 2 songs was off of MIAJC beat. So, man, man, I don't know, man. Anybody that's trying to work for real, I'm rocking with my city. Like Detroit need to stand together. That's what I'm on. You know, so I'm rocking with my city. Anybody trying to elevate the city, I'm with it. You feel me? Let's work. Let's go. I'm trying to elevate the city.
Real
you feel me? For
real.
Yeah.
Few questions that I like to just ask people, you feel me, before we do, you know what I mean, close out. I just a few key questions.
Yeah.
If you was the president of the United States, what would be the first thing that you do, bro?
First thing that I do, I get rid of the student loans. Student loans. I'm helping my people out with the student loans for real. And I'm open up some community centers and stuff for the inner city kids. You know, trying to get them some help, and you know, everybody that's try to get some initiatives, projects and stuff around the inner cities, and try to help the people out. You know, try to get more so to the poverty level people. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I don't think presidents be on their agenda don't be focused on us. You know what I'm saying? It be a lot of stuff going on that we need help with. You feel me? So yeah, I'll be on that. That's what I'll be on.
What's the best part about being from Detroit, and what's the worst part about being from Detroit?
The best part about being from Detroit is our confidence. Like, it instills a certain type of confidence in you when you go out of town. Like, you will hear a lot of niggas be like, "Nigga, I'm from Detroit." Like, you feel me? So the confidence for real, I love that part. And our style, unique, the best. We got. I ain't gonna lie, I think we got the best style, fashion wise, the way we talk, our lingo, and everything. So, you know, Detroit really killing them on that end. You feel me? So, yeah, on that end, the worst part, there ain't no worst part about Detroit, man. I'm rocking with the city, man. So I even told people, they like, man, it's bigger stuff to Detroit, man. I done been everywhere, man. I love different places, but I love my city though. I wouldn't mind having a crib in Detroit, having a crib in a couple other states or whatever, or cities or whatever. But this my home though.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? For real. We gonna you know, later on in the career, I want to get into them city initiatives, like, you know, building projects and stuff like that, or on the political side of things. You feel me? So we gonna bring it home for the city, man. We elevating too. Shout out to the Lions.
No doubt. Shout out to the Lions, man.
Get the Pistons together.
The Pistons get well soon type
shit. Hey, man, I'm on fan. Hey, every day on FanDuel, I'm betting on the Pistons, man. You don't even know. I'm betting on. He be telling me. Hey, you crazy? If you tell me you crazy as hell, I'm betting on the Pistons, man.
Real talk, man. If you got like any ultimate message, man, you know what I mean, to your fans, to your supporters, man, the people that's rocking with you and the people that you want to rock with you, you know what I mean, what would be that message?
Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. You feel me? do whatever the sky's the limit. Keep going as hard as you can. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. You can do anything you put your mind to it. Mind to. You feel me? All you need is Allah in your life. You feel me? Keep focused. You know, if you feel like you down, talk to somebody. Shit, DM me if you feel like you down, man. I'll be your therapist, man, for real. But just keep going though, for real, and don't ever stop. You know what I'm saying, for real, because I done had people try to tell me to stop. You know, you should go in this lane, or you should go in this field, or something like that. No, man, I'm gonna do what I do. I know I'm resonating to somebody because the number shows, you know, the numbers show different. You know, so I'm gonna keep doing what I do. So do what you need to do.
Right there, man.
Yeah, research too. Research too. Do your research on anything you go into. If it's being a content creator or if a chef or whatever you want to do, make sure you do your research. Learn the ins and outs of it. Even on the business side, everybody ain't got managers in business. Learn it. The Google tell you everything you need to know. So that's another thing too. So yeah, do your research.
Real talk, man. Let them know where to find you at on all social media platforms so they can tap in.
You can find me at Hub Corleone on everything. On everything, I'm Hub Corleone. Instagram, Hub Corleone. So tap in with me.
And cuz
you can follow me on the gram at Guapski. Everything else pretty much RT Guap.
Oh yeah. Nah, we did talk about that project we dropped. The word out. Go get that. That's the word out. The word out. That's
the name of
tell them your catchphrase.
Oh shit. You know, realest in the trenches for real. Let's get the word out.
Let's get the word out. So we dropped the tape, the word out, man. So get that. We coming out with the deluxe this year, but we got a song on there called Rockstar. Industry ready. That song ready. We gonna push that a little bit more. But that song, it's going crazy. What it got like 40 something thousand views on YouTube. Yeah. It's going crazy. So tap into that for us.
That's hard, man. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm definitely looking forward. Yeah. You know what I mean? To your looking at your journey. You know what I mean?
Good looks. I appreciate that.
Wish both of y'all much success, bro. And most importantly, bro, I just love seeing young black men, you know what I mean, with their head on going into this industry.
No, that's
you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I know how vicious this industry can be. And if you don't have some type of self-identity prior to going into it, you feel me? It's easy for a person to be swayed and, you know, for them to use you as a pawn as opposed to you, you know, being the king on the chessboard. You feel me? Dictating the shit that you want to be the outcome, the shit that you want the city to look like. You know what I mean?
Make sure whoever rapping, just don't keep putting out songs, bro. Put some money behind your music. You know what I'm saying? It's a business side to this too. You can't just drop it. You can drop, a couple people gonna listen to it, but you gotta put money behind your music. And another thing, don't let nobody switch your lane, bro. Stay true to yourself. Everybody, I notice a lot of people be trying to be other people. You feel me? Don't be nobody else. Be you. You gotta do you. Do what's best for you. Don't try to make this song because this person made this song, or try to do this thing because this person would be you. I think that's what's losing with the music right now is the creativity, the individualness, like
individuality,
individuality. Like I think people need to be true to themselves, man. Everybody trying to be the next. It used to copy and paste. It's like a copy and paste. We get this person, then we get the same person. We get tired of it, man. Be yourself. You feel me?
Bringing the real back.
Let's bring the real back. You feel me? No faking. Yeah, that's what it is.
Here, man.
Yeah.
Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture, man. Let's get it. Tap in.
Hell yeah. Tap in.